Hi, welcome to Glow's Kinder Kitchen, and I'm Glow. Well, today I have decided to make a pound cake with you guys, and the recipe I'm using is from a lady by the name of Sara, and she wrote this down for me, and she knew it by heart. This was her mother's pound cake recipe. Look how nice her handwriting is too, and she wrote it down very quickly. So you know that she's made this a lot. And so thank you, Sara, for sharing this with me. I'm looking forward to trying it. So one of the ingredients is 2 sticks of butter at room temperature, and I have that in here in my bowl. Can you see that, Richard?
Not yet. There it is.
Okay. So I went ahead and put that in there. And along with that, it calls for 3 cups of sugar, which I have measured out here. And in fact, let's just go through the ingredients.
I can see that too.
Okay. There's 6 eggs at room temperature, which I have over here. And there's the 3 cups of sugar, 3 cups of flour, all-purpose, and sifted. And then 1 cup of heavy whipping cream. And 2 teaspoons of almond flavoring. And 1 teaspoon of vanilla flavoring. And that's it. So I think it's going to be fairly easy for us to put together, and so let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to go ahead and add some of the sugar in here. Let's turn this on and get it going here. So I'm going to continue to add the sugar and cream it, and then I'll be back and we'll go on to the next step. Well, I got the butter and the sugar all creamed real nice in there. Can you see that?
Now I can.
So now what we need to do is add my 6 eggs one at a time. And I got to tell you, I cracked one before we came back and it was no good. I tossed it. So luckily I had more eggs on hand. But that's why it's important to always break them into a dish like this before you put it into your food, because otherwise you could end up having to start all over, and it gets expensive, especially with the price of butter, sugar, and everything now.
And eggs.
Yeah, isn't that the truth?
Next time you're at the store, mention you had a bad one.
And up to speed a little here. Number 2. Number 3. What I did there is I was just looking to make sure that it was all combined before I put the next one in.
What happens if it isn't?
It's best to have the reason the recipe says to do one at a time so that they all get blended well.
So it's incorporated.
Yep.
Let's go.
Number 4. Number 5. Number 6. I'll go ahead and get rid of that. I always have a sink full of warm, sudsy water. So I can use that to wash my hands if I need to, and I can put my dishes in there so they can start to soak a little. Just helps with the cleanup. So once these are all well blended, then we're going to start adding in our flour. And I don't think I told you, but it needs to be sifted flour.
Sifted flour. Okay.
So I'm going to go ahead and start adding. It says 1 cup at a time.
How much is left in there, Miss Flo?
Not much. Maybe a half a cup
Okay.
that I couldn't get out with my measuring
That's
cup.
what I thought, but want to make sure it's 1 cup at a time.
Yep. There we go. So we're just going to wait until that's all blended good. I love doing recipes like this that are passed down from generation to generation. I'm really excited about trying this. So thanks, Sarah. Let's see here. I'm going to go ahead and stop it and put this down. And I'm just going to scrape all this stuff down, all the batter. So you make sure we're getting it all incorporated really good. There we go. Turn this back up. Turn it back on. Just going to blend it for a little bit here. Okay, now I'm going to turn it down. I'm going to start adding the heavy whipping cream.
Okay.
I'm just going to add this slowly and let it go in. And now for the flavorings. This one's the vanilla, and it says 1 teaspoon. There we go.
Don't let it grab you.
Huh?
Don't let it grab you.
No. Two. Oh, it smells so good. So let me turn up the speed to medium. So while that's finishing up, I'll tell you I went ahead and I buttered and floured my pan here. And I used the baking spray. So we'll be able to, and that has the butter and the flour mixed in together with it.
Is that the one from Aldi's?
Yeah.
Does smell good.
Yeah, it smells really good. So let's go ahead and slow it down. Okay, now I'm going to lower it. I'm going to unplug my mixer. I always do that before I take the beater out.
Safety first.
Yep. Oh, it smells so good.
It does.
So, and then you bake this at 325 degrees, and you do not preheat your oven. So, I've heard stories where people will preheat their oven, regardless of what it says, and if it tells you cold oven, they mean it. There was one lady who said that her cake overflowed off of her oven and had a huge mess.
Ooh, bummer.
Mm-hmm. So always follow your directions. I have another recipe for pound cake says the same thing. Cold oven.
Otherwise it expands too much. Eh?
Yep. So let's go ahead and take this off. Oh, it smells delicious. So, well, let's go ahead and put this in our pan. I'll go ahead and finish putting this in the pan, and I'll be right back to show you it before I put it in the oven. That way you don't have to, waste time. Well, look at this. I gotta tell you guys, it smells so good. Sarah, I am really looking forward to this. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and put this in my cold oven at 325 degrees. It says to bake it for an hour, and sometimes it takes a little longer, she said. You just bake it until it's done. And so how you do that is you put a toothpick or a skewer down on it to make sure it's done. So anyway, I'll see you back in about an hour. Well, I just took our pound cake out of the oven, and doesn't that look delicious?
It does. It smells good.
Smells so good too, doesn't it?
It smells great.
It took 65 minutes for us in my oven. Everybody's oven's a little different. And when I put the skewer in there and remove it, it came out clean. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and let this cool for a while, and then we'll take it out of the pan. And then we'll be back to taste test this after it's completely cool. Thank you, Sarah. We'll see you in a bit. Well, our cake is done. Look how beautiful that turned out.
Looks really good.
And now it's time for the taste test. Sarah, if this tastes as good as it smells, and like Lucy is thinking, it's gonna be awesome. Look at that, how nice that cake is.
Let me see that, Miss Glow. Don't move it so quick. Okay. Yeah, it does look good.
There's a hint of the vanilla and then that almond. It is delicious and so moist. And the crust on the top is just really good. Sarah, thank you so much for sharing this recipe. It will definitely be one that I'll keep and make for people and our family. But if you guys enjoyed this, please give me a like or a comment, or if you haven't joined and subscribed to our channel, please do, and we'll talk to you later. Thank you, Sarah. Bye.